Welcome to Yeshiva Daf. We're holding Bava Daf Kuf Ches. We're starting in Daf Kuf Zayin with base. She responds only Nishmas, Arbeak Shalom and Leah Bas Yitzchak. The Gemara in the end of Kuf Zayin with base says the following. There are three lines from the bottom. Rabbi asked the question. Momun amichai v'kefel poitru min nechoimish or dil meshvua michav to kefel pretarto min nechoimish. What does it mean? We know, we learned earlier already in the Masechta, that when a person pays double, he doesn't pay choimish. Let's take the classic case. A person came and someone, let's take the shomer, Reuven deposited by Shimon an item. Shimon came and said, it was stolen. Then Shimon comes and admits, I lied. He did a shvu as well. He took an oath that it was stolen. Then Shimon goes back to Reuven and says, I lied. It wasn't stolen. So then, what do you have to do? Shimon has to pay back the principal, plus he has to pay a choimish, which is 25% penalty, and plus he has to bring an asham, he has to bring a korban. What happens if he didn't admit it, but Eidim came and said that he stole it? So they wasn't stolen, is by him. So then he has to pay double. That's called Torin Taris Ganav. He has to pay double. What about the choimish? Choimish a little bit kfeil. You don't pay in addition. The kefil is in lieu. You don't pay both. So now the Gemara is asking, what nekuda, what point, what part of the structure says you don't have to pay choimish? Is it the fact he's paying kefil? You pay double. I mean, you don't have to pay the fifth, which is 25%. Or he's saying it's the shvur, meaning, the lotion is the moment that's giving him kefil. If that money that made you pay double, you don't pay on the money kefil, choimish. You don't pay on the same money that you paid double, choimish. Or you don't pay on the shvuah that gave you kefil, choimish. What's the case of the shvuah and the choimish? The shvuah, meaning the case we just mentioned. Reuven comes to Shimon and says, was my item. Shimon does a shvuah. On that shvuah, if he pays kefil, you don't pay choimish. What's the nafka? Says the Gemara. Hechidami, meaning as the Rashi says, my nafka mina. Kol sheton taris ganov v'nishba. The chozot taris abad v'nishba. He said it was stolen from me. And he does a shvuah. And he says, actually, change my mind. It was lost from me. And he does a shvuah. So now you have two shvuahs, one on the same money. So the Eidim came on the first one, meaning the Eidim came on the first claim. And then he admitted the second one. So on the claim that he had about the Gneva, came Eidim and said, you're lying. It wasn't stolen. So for that he has to pay kefil. On the claim that he said it was lost, he says, I admit it wasn't lost. So now, on the first claim, the came Eidim should pay double. On the second shvuah that he said it was lost, does he pay choimish? If you tell me that you don't pay on the same money, both double and choimish, you don't pay, because on this money, he's paying kefil. But if you say it's on the shvuah, he did two different shvuahs. He did shvuah that it was stolen. He did another shvuah that was lost. On the shvuah that was stolen, he's paying kefil. On the shvuah that was lost, he can pay choimish. That's what he's asking. They say, do we say the money who is causing him to pay double doesn't cause it to pay choimish? And here he's paying double. Or maybe shvuah mechav to kefil product min choimish. The shvuah has shvuah basrayso. So the second shvuah, the one that he said that it was lost, doesn't make it pay double. So in this case, the chayv choimish, they pay choimish. Says the Gemara, Ravo. So it says Ravo, Toshma. Omar le'echad min hashuk heichen shoyri sheganavto. Says, well, be all right. Forget about a shoyri right now. We're talking about a regular thief. Reuben comes to Shimon. He says, Shimon, where is my axe that you stole? He didn't give it to him as a shoyri. He says, Shimon, I think you stole my axe. Reuben lo ganavti. So I never stole it. Mashbiachon, he says, you know what? Give me a shvuah. It's not a shomer. Omar, he said, you know what, I'll do a shvua. Then you find out through 80 that he did steal it. He pays double. Why does it pay double? Because of the shvua? No, not because of the shvua. He's a regular thief. Any thief pays the kefil. Forget about the fact if he does shvua, doesn't do shvua. He has to pay double. If he had been on his own, but if he had been on his own, now it's because of the shvua. He's going to pay whatever he stole, plus he's going to pay 25% and asham because of the shvua, not because of being a thief. In this case, here, who's causing him to pay kefil? His shvua? Not his shvua. He's a regular thief. The mashmos might say is that if Adim didn't come, he admitted on his own, then he pays chomish v'asham. But if Adim came, even though he admitted, if he admitted after the Adim, he doesn't pay chomish v'asham. If you think shvua mechav to kefil, we're saying that any shvua who causes kefil, that's the one who takes away chomish. Why does if he admits after Adim, he should not pay chomish? This shvua did not mechav kefil. Again, what does the word say? I'm trying to figure out what makes a person who has to pay double not to pay the chomish. Is it the shvua or the moment? Says the more I bring it right, it's the moment, not the shvua. Because when a person comes to somebody else that says you stole without being a shaman, in that case there is no shvua. Meaning there's a and he did take off, but he's not chayav kefil because of the shvua. He's chayav kefil because he's a thief. The shvua is only chayav in chomish. So if the problem is that the shvua can't do both, here the shvua is not doing both. The shvua is doing only chomish. But if you're telling me that this money can't do both, then I understand. This money made him pay double, and then you're not going to pay chomish. And Allah Shramino, you see from here. See from here, it's a din in the money, not in the shul. Shramino, that's a good value. Says the Gemara in the middle of Kuf Ches Amud Aleph. By Ravina asked the question. What happened if you have chomish and kefil with two different people, two different individuals? What's the case? Person give his axe to two different people. V'tanu boy tainis ganav. And they came and said, Tainis Ganov. Meaning, so it's almost like two partners. It's two partners. And they said, it was stolen from us. Chad Nishbo Boy, the one of them did a shvua, and then you admit it. Chad Nishbo Boy, one did a shvua, but he didn't admit. Eidim came and made him pay. What do you say there? Say one person, he can't pay both double and the 25% penalty. Hi, Nishan Kfelo, Vaishai Chumsho, but here that's two different people. I have no problem. One pays double, one pays chomish. We're caring about one moment. I'm not going to pay on this moment double. And I'm not going to pay twice. Chomish and kefil. Here's also one chad moment, and the more stays with a teikoi. We have here a teikoi, and that's what more says a teikoi. Here there's a lot of read in the choinim. How do we treat partners? How does it work when two partners, each one does a shvua? Do I say that each one is nishba on half as chelik? Meaning, we're saying each one, he gave them an item that's worth $100, so each one will do a shvua on 50. Or we say that each one does a shvua on the whole 100. And there's a lot of rain that has to do with the Rambam. There's a Chaim on the Rambam. A lot to talk about in terms of how the lumdis works regarding shutfim, just to be mitzvah in that mocker. Says the more, boy or papa, trei chumshi, trei kfila b'chad kavimai. So now we said two partners. Wherever you have one person, you have two kefil or two chomish. You can't be kefil and chomish. What about twice kefil or twice chomish? Hegidam, what will be the case? Shetoan taines ovan v'nishba. He said it was lost, he did a shvua. And then he admitted it. The chazar taines ovan v'nishba. Then he said it was lost again, he did a shvua. He did again. He did it twice. Do you pay chomish twice for that? Inami kegoin shetoan taines gana v'nishba. He did taines gana v'nishba. The chazar ubo eidim, he didn't care. The chazar taines gana v'nishba. He did taines gana v'nishba ubo eidim. right? So you have it twice. We have twice the Taris up Gneva, and you have 80 twice. Two types of women, double and chaimish, I don't do in one moment. Here it's one. We don't pay two. Another, and here's one meaning I'm just paying kefil. I can be kefil twice. Being chaimish can be chaimish twice. Or the term means to say I don't care about which type of moment, but I don't want you to pay twice. It's do it twice. So you add many fifths. The Torah says you have to pay many times fifths. We learned before from there that if a person lied, he pays a fifth. Then he denied the fifth and lied about it, he pays a fifth on the fifth. Then he denied that fifth, it was a fifth on that fifth and that fifth. That's what we learned before. Now the more just learns with the same idea, many chamishiyos, that you pay fifth multiple times. And, what about kefil? So Rashi learns, same thing by kefil. 50 pay many times, kefil also pay many times. The other Rishonim argue, say no. Nafka b'chamishiyos, we learn that you pay chamishiyos many times. But kefil you won't pay many times. Kefil you pay only once. That's a discussion over here in the Rishonim. So the Tais is asking a question. What was even the question of Rav Papa? Isn't that a Mishnah earlier in Daf Kuvov that we learned that if a person told his friend to do shvuah 5 times, he has to pay for each one? So we haven't finished the Mishnah. They have to pay for each one. So what is Rav Papa asking? So the Rosh learns that they were talking about that he did Hidah only after all 5. That's what the Rosh says. Meaning he did shvuah, then he did another shvuah, then he did another shvuah, and then he admitted the whole thing. Then he has to pay for the whole thing, because the whole come in one shot. But if he did a shvuah and he admitted, then he did another shvuah and admitted, then he did another shvuah and admitted, so then you don't say the Hidah for each one will be mechayev. That's what I put behind that side. Okay. Says the Gemara, Tavu Bailin L'Shomer. The owner comes to the guard, to the Shomer, and he says, "Where's my money?" V'nishba, he did a shvuah. V'shilim, and he paid. V'hukar Ganov. And then the guy was Nukar. So this goes back to what we learned earlier in the Masechta. We already mentioned it, the girl's going to go back to it now. Let's say a person comes to a Shem Yechidam. He says, "Where's my item?" He says, "It was stolen." He says, "Really? So you don't have to pay? Give me a shvuah. I want you to do an oath." He says, "I don't want to do a shvuah. I'll just pay. I don't like doing shvuahs. I don't want to give an oath. I'll just pay you. I don't have to pay you, but I'll pay you." And then they found the guy. He was right. He was saying the truth. They found the thief. So we learned already earlier, the was going to quote it in a moment. Then you pay to the Shemer. The Shemer, so to speak, was Zoiche. He merited this money. Because he could have just denied it and then it would go to the owner. Now they did not deny, he paid it, he hasn't bought the item. And now the thief owes him, the thief will pay double to the Shemer. That's what we learned earlier. Now in this case, there's another stage. Reuben goes to Shimon, "Where's my item?" He says, "It was stolen. Give me a shvuah." "Okay, I'm doing a shvuah." He says, "You know what? I feel bad of what happened. Let me pay you." So he ended up paying him and doing the shvuah. He did both. He did a shvuah, then he paid him. Do we say that he is still the owner of the item and he's going to get back the item for himself? Or we say no. In this case, he didn't read a shvuah, it belongs to the owner. That's what the Gemara is asking. Tavu Bayin L'Shomer Nishba V'Shilum. They demanded the money, he did a shvuah, but then he paid. For Ukar then he find out that the guy was right, it was really stolen. Kate Vilimi, who gets double? Abayi Omar Lepal Apikodim, to the owner. Not the Shem. Rav Omar Lemisha Apikodim, that's what it means the Shem. Abayi Omar Apikodim, Kivan de Atrache B'Shvuah, because he made a tircha for him to do a shvuah, took it to Beis Din, you know the whole story. Let me make it clear. The kfir doesn't belong to him. Rav Omar Lemisha Apikodim, that's it goes to the Shem. Kivan de Shilim, because he paid it, not the kfir, he buys the kefir. So well, you could see this coming to they're arguing how to understand the Mishnah that we mentioned earlier. That not. A person deposited by his friend an animal or kalim and it got stolen or got lost. Shilem v'loretz lishava. The guy can exempt himself, but he decided, I'm not exempting myself. I'm paying. Shari Omer, they said, really, he could have gotten out of it by doing a shul. Then they found out that he was right. Bishanta should be careful. He pays double the ganav. The ganav did it tzichu mechiru. Mishanta should be pays 4 and 5. Limiu mishalim. What does he pay to? Limi shepi kadoy netzloi. He pays it to the shomer. If he did a shul and he did not pay, classic case. When you find the ganav, so the ganav paid double. He pays 4 and 5. What does he pay to? To the owner. So the Mishnah there brings 2 cases. He paid and didn't do shul, or he did shul and didn't pay. The question is, what about the middle case? When he did shul and he paid. So says the Gemara, Abayi dag mereisha, Rav dag mesefa. Abayi looks for the ratio of the Mishnah. Rav looks for the save of the Mishnah. Abayi dag mereisha looks for the ratio. He paid and he did not want to do shvuah. Time in the Lord say shava. That's because he didn't want to do shvuah. So he didn't do. He just paid without doing shvuah. But if he did do shvuah, even though he paid, let me mishal. What does he pay to? He pays him. You read that for the ratio because he didn't do shvuah. You get it. But if he did do shvuah, he does. He doesn't get it. Rav Dagim say for Rav Dagim from the end. Nish Bavalor Shalim, he did a shvuah and didn't want to pay. Time Bavalor Shalim, that because he didn't want to pay. Hashilim, but if he did pay, I'll be shiri, even though he did a shvuah, let me Mishalim, he should pay that, so he pays it to the Shomer. So each one does a diuk for a different part of the Mishnah. So now the Gemara comes and says, 1 second. Labai Kasha Seifo, Labai Kasha Seifo, Labai, how he's going to explain the Seifo. That says that if he did a shvuah and didn't pay, so then it goes to the owner. Not sure if he did pay that. He did a shvuah and didn't want to pay before doing the shvuah. But he did agree to pay after the shvuah. I mean, the way you read it is, he did a shvuah and didn't pay before the shvuah. But he did pay after the shvuah. What about the ratio? So he paid and did not want to remain with the shvuah. That Shilim V'Loretz Alishava, they didn't want to do a shvuah earlier. He paid and he did not want to remain with the shvuah. Ela Shilim, so you paid to the Shilim. So the Gemara says we have a ratio the same. Each one has his own way to explain both. Continues the Gemara. Tabu Balim L'Shemer V'Nishba V'Hu Karganov. And they demand the Balim come to the Shemer. And they tell the Shomer, where's my money? He says it was stolen. He does a shvuah. And then you find out he's right. You find the guy, you find the thief. So now the Shomer goes to the Ganav and says, Ganav, where's the money? Pay it back. And the Shomer says that he admitted. He's moideh. What happens to a person's moideh? When you're moideh, there's no kefil. There's no double. Moideh because matter. So if the guy goes to the guy, says, guy, you stole the item. He says, you're right, I stole the item, I admit. But then, Tavu Bailin the Kofar, then the owner came to the guy and says, you stole the item that I put by the Shomer. He says, no, I never stole it. If you aid him, me, Niftar Ganim the Shomer, or Niftar Ganim the Shomer. I mean, what's the case? He admitted to the Shomer, but denied to the owner. So if the Shomer wanted to be here, the guy will pay double to the owner. But now he admitted to the Shomer. Did his admitting to the Shomer considered to be an admission? That's the question of the Gemara. Omar Rava im be'emes nishba niftar ganov be'adas Shomer. Meaning, if the Shomer said the truth, he said it was stolen, not my fault, he said the truth. So then the Shomer is a trustworthy person. So the owner is still keeping him as his shomer. Even though right now he's not shomer, he's still associated with the owner. The owner came to the shomer. Where's my item? He said, I'm so sorry, it was stolen. Give me a shvuah. They're best of friends. The shomer is still continuing to be an extension of the owner. Therefore, he could go to the Gano and demand the money. And if the Gano admits, it's considered to be an admission. But if he did a shvua falsely, he lied. So what does it mean b'sheker nishba? So Rashi says that he said it was either dead or nishba or nishba. Or nishba b'oines, and then he found out it's elegant. Meaning he said, it died. Or I wasn't negligent about it. The stealing happened without. Then you find out the guy is lying. He was negligent. It was stolen, but he knew about it was stolen. He wasn't keeping it well. So what do you say now? The shomer lost. The owner doesn't have faith anymore in the shomer. The shomer is not anymore an extension of the owner. So therefore, if the ganav admits to the shomer, that's not an admission. That's what the Gemara says over here. Rashi brings, so that's our girsa. According to our girsa, what is it? The owner, we talk about the shomer, who doesn't have the item by him, goes to the guy and say, give me back the item. You stole. He said, I admit I stole. Then the owner, he goes, it doesn't admit. The question, admitting to the shomer, is the shomer considered to be associated here or not? So the Gemara says, if the shomer never lied, everything he said was truthful, he's considered to be still associated with the item. But if he lied, he was disengaged from the owner. That's how our girsa is. There is an opposite girsa. The opposite girsa works like this. If the shomer lied, so the shomer is still obligated. If the shomer is obligated, he's still connected to the case. So therefore, if the guy denies to him, it's considered to be, admits to him, it's considered to be an admission. But if the shomer said the truth, it's over. Once he said the truth, he goes home and there's no connection between the owner and the shomer. So the opposite girsa is the exact opposite of what we have. Rashi brings both, and he likes the first one more. Says the Gemara, Omar Rava, and after Rava said, Boy Rava, Rava asked another question. A person was about to do a shvua b'sheker, but they didn't let him. Meaning he was about to do it, and then they stopped him from doing it. But not because he decided not to do it. Someone stopped him. There was some outside source to cause him to stop. Do we say that if so, that he wanted to do shvua sheker, so he made it, even though he didn't do the shvua sheker, but he's considered to be that he lied, or we say no, the Maisa didn't do it. I go on the Maisa. So on this, that's what Rashi brings a rayo, right? What's the question? We learned earlier. I mean, according to the other gears that we had before, if he did shvuas sheker, right? Meaning, I just to explain something. We're talking about a similar case than before. Meaning, the ganav goes to the shomer. The shomer goes to the ganav, and he asks him to admit, and the ganav is admitted. So what did Rava say? Depends. If he said the truth, the shomer, the admission of the ganav, according to the girsa, let's take our girsa. The girsa is, if he said the truth, the admission of the shomer of the ganav works. If he did not say the truth, the admission of the ganav does not work. That's what the Rashi said. So now we ask, what happens if he wanted to say a lie, but he didn't say a lie? Do we say that he's disengaged or not disengaged? That's really the question. Meaning in the same case, we're just talking about that case. Yeah. So that's what Rashi says. If we just said if he lied, he's still connected. So he was about to lie, of course. That's what Rashi wants to argue, and Toys comes and addresses. But let's leave that alone. Says the Gemara. Now the Gemara is going to say an opposite case. Tavu bayi l'shemer v'shila. The owner comes to the shomer and says, where's the thing? He said, it got lost, he didn't know what to say, he paid him back. Then you find out who the ganav is. So now, who the ganav has to pay to? The ganav, as we learned earlier, he has to pay to the shomer. Because now that the shomer admitted and paid, so the ganav is going to pay to the ganav pays to the shomer. Tavu bailim, now the owner goes and asks the ganav, where's the item you stole? So he admitted to the Shomer comes in and he denies it, asked him for the money. And he denies it. And he brought Edim. Niftar Ganav, but there's by the Moilon. It's the flip side of the previous case. Previous case, the money goes to the owner, and the Shomer got involved. The question is, when the Shomer gets involved, is that mission working out? Here's the opposite. The money has to go to the Shomer. Can the owner get involved? Because the Shomer told the owner, why are you getting involved? You asked for the item, I paid you, you're out. You have nothing to do with the case anymore. Or deal with me, so the same way you took care of me and paid me for the item, and now I also want to do for you something. I'm going to go after the Ganov, and then I'm going to pay Shkli on Didon, and then I'll make sure that I get my money and you get your money. In other words, can the owner still say, I want to take care of the case. I feel bad. You paid me. I want to take care of it. So the Gemara is not so sure what is can the owner get involved or cannot get involved. And what it means here is I'll take mine, you take yours. It doesn't mean I'll take mine, I'll take yours later. I'll take mine, you take yours. And meaning at the end of the day, you take your double, and I'll take whatever my money you gave me. The same way I took from you, I want to make sure you take from the Ganav as well. Says the Gemara. So what says take? Itva. Nignavo Boinus, it was stolen. Boinus. What does Nignavo Boinus mean? As Rashi had to his point over here. Nignavo Boinus means it was stolen Bilisti Mizuya. It was stolen by an armed robbery. Even a Shemesach is butter. And you find out the Ganav is who the Ganav is. So what's going to be the case over there? Rabbi, if it's a Sherbechinum, and so then the question is, we know the case. In other words, the owner put an item by the Shemesach. Came around the robbery and took it. Now the Shomer has an option what to do. He can either do a shvua and tell the go deal with the Ganav, or he can go after the Ganav, make sure he pays, and go back to him. So if he wants to, a Shemechinam can either decide to run after the Ganav, or a shvua and tells the owner, you take care of it. If Shemesachar, even though he can be nifter with it, but if he knows what it is, that's part of your responsibility. Go take care of it. Rashi says Oisem means he's going to pay the owner, and the Sherm is going to pay the owner, is going after the Ganav. So even though a Sherm Mesachar can get away with Listim Mizuyim, according to Abaye, that's if you don't know where the Listim Mizuyim is. If you know where the Listim Mizuyim is, you go take care of it. In both cases, no, if you know who the Ganav is, even a Sherm Echinam, don't pay the owner and go after the Ganav. Similar, this argues Avuna Ba'av. To show Avuna Ba'av, it was stolen by Oinus, again, Listim Mizuyim. And you know the Ganav is. If he has the choice either to pay the owner and go after the Ganav, or to do a shvur and let the owner take care of it. And if he's a Shemesachar, he does the Nanishba. That's the Chur Mamish, what Abaye said. We talk about here that before they found the Ganav, did a shvur. Once you found the Ganav, says Rava, you don't have a choice to do a shvur. You run after the Ganav, pay the owner. You take care of it. It's your responsibility. But here we're talking about they didn't find the Ganav, they did a shvur already. Something more about so you said you have a choice, either to do a din or to do a shvur. So what is mashma? Mashma that you have a choice either or. Says the Gemara, this is what we say. Not that he has a choice to go and do a shvur. Talking about here when he did the shvur. He can give the shvur. Rabbi Zuti Bailoach. Rabbi Zuti said a little differently. So what happened was like this. It got stolen. Billions, when he was this to Mizuya. And then the Ganav gave it back. And then she died. The animal died. It was negligence of the Ganav. I'm going to show you. Now, once it was stolen from him, he's out. He's not even anymore responsible for this item. So now he got victim. It's very nice he got victim. I'm not responsible for it anymore. When he comes back, goes back to Shmira. In other words, he's responsible as a Shemer right now. So the more take, we're not sure about this. It's a similar question like before. Because before we also had a question, is the Shemer after Lista Bezuyin still responsible? And he has to go take care of it? Or we say, no, it's over. But here it's similar. Does he have still a din Shmira? He doesn't have a din Shmira. Okay, so this we end this daf.